Welcome to Toffee TV. I am joined by Sarah Halpin of many things. She's Blue Room, BBC, Channel 4, does it all. And of course, Toffee TV. Sarah, I just wanted to quickly do a video about Marco Silva. Obviously, Everton beaten at the Emirates at the weekend. I thought it was a really good performance. And listen, people, you see the odd thing on social media about him, and certain people didn't want him and don't like him or whatever. Other people, again, I stress it's a small minority, but other people saying sack him now. But it's not really that. I find ridiculous, but it's the stories that appear in the news, like he's under pressure already and this, that and the other, and I'm just looking at it thinking, under pressure from who?
Yeah. Because
Everton are playing quite well. They're not brilliant, of course they're not. Results aren't great, of course they're not. But I mean, what have you made of his tenure so far? He's only been here, the job for 3 months?
Yeah, this is it. We've played 6 Premier League games, 6 points. Very, very disappointing, I think, is the overriding feeling for me, that we haven't picked up the points that we should have done. I've said it so many times, but Bournemouth away, Wolves away, I think we should win both of those. West Ham last week was really poor. Huddersfield, I think we were a little bit disappointing. But when we're playing the way that Silva wants us to play, we're playing very, very well. And you can see that the opposition, for once, is frightened of us again.
Yeah.
That just wasn't the case last season at all, particularly under Sam Allardyce, of course. I think there was a stat that we had more shots at goal and on target against Arsenal than we did in any of the games against the top 6 with Allardyce. So that just kind of says it all. And yes, the fact we've dropped so many points is very frustrating. I think you can take into that as well. We need to make sure it's in our hands so that we don't have to rely on officials actually just doing their job, because they don't seem to be doing that. Again, shocking decision, and I think that totally changes the game. Lacazette scores a great goal. We should have already been a couple of goals up at this point. And then what was a shocking decision that a child with even a basic knowledge of football would have got seen that that's clearly offside. There was one a yard, there was one about 3 yards offside. So I think we were very, very unfortunate. Every game there's been big decisions that have gone against us. And the main thing, defensively, it's been changed all over the place. We've had that many partnerships. We're still trying to find who's the best, and we've had injuries, we've had suspensions, but I think Zuma looks good. I'm dead excited about Yerry Mina coming in, dead excited about Andre Gomez coming in, because he could be a really key figure for us. Bernard's looked the part, Richarlison certainly looked the part. We need to straighten up at the back, get that midfield sorted, and up top the strikers have got to be taking their chances. But at the moment we've got the strikers we've got. We haven't ever replaced Romelu Lukaku, and I think, Oumar Niasse, I love him to bits, but he's been shocking this season. He did a job last season, but he's been very poor this season. Dominic Calvert-Lewin at points is playing well, but he's not taking his chances. Even like Theo Walcott, who I massively rate, they haven't been taking the chances. We said before, if they do better, 2 minutes in, Calvert-Lewin squares the ball, we're 1-0 up, we could go on to win the game. We'd all be singing Silva's praises. Some of the football we played on Sunday was fantastic. Nobody would have grumbled had we been 2-0 up at half time. So I just think that all this cries for Silva, he's not good enough, we're rotten, it's exactly the same as last season. It's rubbish. I don't understand if people are going into the games or just watching the games, how they can not see that we have improved. And the players that are yet to come in, I just think it's frustrating, but we're going to get there. We are, and I just think it's absolute rubbish. Give the man a break, let him do his job.
I think it's, me personally, if you just use the Everton fans, the people who aren't happy with Blues, I think it's frustration. I think it's because if you ever ask someone who they want, I asked someone the other day and it was like Sean Dyche, and we're like, well, Burnley are out the Europa League, they're in the bottom 3 in the Premier League.
Yeah.
They've just gone out the Carabao Cup.
But last season he was the best thing since
No,
sliced bread.
but listen, and that, just because they've started like that doesn't mean he's a bad manager. Of course it doesn't, because they were very good last season. But what I mean is, there's nobody who could just wave a magic wand with this squad and have us where we want to be. Every time you start a project, or there needs to be a starting point. I heard Jurgen Klopp talking about Sarri, the Chelsea manager, and saying he's done great. He was better than me. It took me ages to get it right. And he was saying everyone needs that. And you look and go, they do. You need a time to get the players the way you want them to play, to get a formation, you know, to get a style of play to bed people in. He hasn't even had, like you just mentioned, Andre Gomez. Now, Andre Gomez looked brilliant for Valencia. Barcelona, he was a little bit hit and miss. But he could be exactly what Everton need. Yeah. He might not be able to do in the Premier League, you don't know. But he looks a big physical player. He's quick. He's compassionate with both feet. He seems to have the attributes that could really benefit Everton. I think Yerry Mina he was a beast in that World Cup. Hopefully he'd be like that in the Premier League, but we haven't seen him. Bernard hasn't started the game yet. He's, like you said, he's come on and he's looked like a good player. Richarlison's out of this world. You know, Lucas Dean is
Dean again,
fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant.
So the players are there. You know, haven't had, even though Seamus has started the season poorly, we haven't had him for the last couple of games. So there's been reasons why we haven't been as smooth in transition as what we'd like. But I just feel as though everybody needs to somehow just take a little step back and go, yeah, we're not happy that we're not winning games, and yes, these set of fixtures were winnable. Yeah. Right? But that's the way it is in football. We might win a couple of games we mightn't expect to win along the way. You just don't know.
Yeah, I find the whole thing, it's just, you know, like you said, there's so many things that play into this. Injuries, suspensions, players that we've signed that haven't had a chance yet. And yeah, you know, it's gotten absolutely ridiculous. I think the frustration comes from the fans because we've had this now for so many times. You know, we've had these false dawns. We had Martinez coming in. That first season was so exciting and it really felt like we turned a corner.
Let me just address that quickly, right, with the Martinez thing, because I was thinking about this myself the other day, thinking about, like, over the last few years. Martinez, first 3 games, 3 draws. We were uninspiring, really. 3 draws. And they were against Norwich, who were promoted, Cardiff,
2-2,
West Brom. Right, so we didn't win any of them first 3. We then had Chelsea at home, and Gareth Barry made the greatest block ever known to mankind from Samuel Eto'o. Otherwise, they'd have gone 1-0 up. Okay, we won that. And then at West Ham the week later, Romelu Lukaku scored at the end to win it.
We were getting 2-0 down, weren't we? Bainesy scored 2.
It was 1-0, 2 and 2-1 down, but we come back.
It.
But, you know, you're talking clear moments that win games. Now, if Marco Silva would have had those moments, you know, against Huddersfield, you know, if we'd have just taken one of our chances, certainly Bournemouth away, certainly
don't give away that silly penalty.
You know, we're cruising at Bournemouth and they're flat, and then we give them a pen and they go, you know, and then we should have had a pen at the end of it, Tosin, or even Sunday, you know, the amount of chances we had on Sunday, you know, six shots on target. Petr Cech's had to make 6 really good, so he's got man of the match. We carved them open time and time again. Yeah, it's there. That what he's trying to do is in front of you. Now, let's get everyone fit. Let's get through to January. Let's see what they do in January as well.
Because they're going to be addressing the fact we need to sign a top striker. You know, everyone's going, we need a striker. I'm pretty sure they know that. I'm pretty sure that they know that we need a striker. And, you know, with Martinez's first season, we all got dead excited. We beat some big teams, played some of the best football we'd seen for, certainly me as a fan, that I'd ever seen Everton play in my time on their point. So it felt like something was happening. Next 2 seasons dropped off. Then we Koeman's come in, brilliant, does all right first season, drops off again. Then we had, you know, the whole shenanigans with Allardyce and everything. And I think we've had that. Martinez, he's the man, brilliant. No, he's not. Koeman, he'll be the man. No, he's not. Silva, no, we started the season all right, he's definitely the man. He's dropped off again. No, he's not. I think we just feel like it's been so on, off, and we've got the stadium in the pipeline, we've got Mashiri, we've got all these things that we want to be positive about, and we can maybe get a little bit carried away, because I truly believe with all of me that in a few years' time, 5 years' time even, it'll be just a totally different scenario. We'll be, you know, back where we kind of belong, challenging for things again. We should have won stuff again by then. And the difference with Silva, then Koeman, than Martinez after his first season, because I think the only reason he did so well then was because there was a bit of Moyes' discipline left over. But you can see this time that it is getting better. Like under Koeman, I remember even when we won the first game of last season against Stoke and Rooney scored, I remember thinking, I'm really worried about this, because there was just nothing, no signs of any fluidity, any togetherness, any style or substance or plan. Whereas there is that now. It's just a matter of getting the strikers to do better, because they need to do better. For me, Gylfi Sigurdsson, work rate never a question, but we need more final delivery. We need him to be doing what he's meant to do to a better level. So, but it's going to take time. We were in such a mess. You know, last season watching Everton was so hard and so depressing, and it really was depressing, that, you know, we play football at points now where, like Arsenal for the first half, we were so exciting to watch, and you could see that Arsenal were thinking, thank God we've got into half time 0-0 here, because we could have had the game done and dusted had we taken our chances. And then, as I say, everyone's saying, oh, Silva's incredible. So give it time. The mistakes that are there, that we all know are there, will be ironed out. They'll sort the defence out. I'm certain they're addressing the fact that we need to sign a top striker as well. There's players to come in, loads of injuries to come back from. You know, I think the worst thing is that the way we started, as I say, we kind of thought we could challenge for the top 6 this season. Whereas now the points we drop, you start to think, oh, we've already got that, you know, we've already thrown away a few points, but we've got to shift that attitude and go, we are where we are. Like, we just got to work. And Silva keeps saying the players are working hard every day, as they were from the very start. And you can see that. And you can see a spirit amongst the team again. You know, Richarlison and Yerry Mina, like, their little bromance thing they've got going on. The squad, the whole team all seem to get on and actually like each other, which is dead important. You know, and everyone's, you know, a couple of wins now, mate. You know, beat Southampton next week, go through in the cup, because we've got a good chance there. United went last night. A big team's going to go again tonight. So try and have a good cup run. Just improve, start winning games, and I think everyone starts to it's football, we're fickle. Tosun as well, he's been getting a load of grief. He scores a couple of goals in the next few games, and everyone's back on side with him as well. We'll get there, and stop asking for Silva out and losing our heads, because it'll come good.
There you go. Let's leave it there, because Sarah's finished that up quite nicely.
I needed to get that off my
chest.
Get it
off your chest. It's done. Let's back him, back everything. And it will come good. Let's believe. Be believers.
Yeah.
Do it.
Absolutely.
If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Click the bell notification button for more videos. Get over to Patreon. That easy. See you later on Toffee TV.